in Eddie Hearn's latest IFL interview, he confirmed that the ticket sales for Dillian Whyte versus Oscar Rivas have been a bit disappointing. He revealed that they've sold about 12,000. So they are a long way off selling out the O2. Eddie Hearn says that the fact that Rivas is unknown to the British public and doesn't speak English is probably the main reason why ticket sales haven't gone as well as they anticipated or would have hoped. And yeah, I can see that. There must be an element of that. But at the same time, they've got David Price versus Dave Allen on the undercard. They've got Chisora on there. They've got a bunch of good fights on the undercard, but yet they've still only sold 12,000 tickets. By fight time, Eddie Hearn anticipates that they might have sold, let's say, 13,000, 13,500. I think he said between 12,500 to 14,500. 14,500, I mean, it's decent. What does the O2 hold? 18,000 people? So they're still a long way off selling out. And I think it is, I think this is proof now, at least in my mind, in my estimation, that sticking Dillian Whyte on Celebrity MasterChef and all the other stuff, all the promotional stuff that Sky have been doing over the past week or so is because ticket sales were struggling. Yeah, I think that's a fair comment to make, given what Eddie Hearn has now revealed. So, yeah, I personally think, as I said in a recent video, that a lot of this is a knock-on effect from Anthony Joshua losing. I don't think it's just because Rivas doesn't speak English and that he's not too known by the British public. I also think it's because British boxing fans, let me not say the hardcore fans, the casuals, the general public in the UK, the casual sports fan, they have been turned off boxing because Anthony Joshua has lost to Andy Ruiz. I think a lot of them have become disillusioned. And that's what we're seeing right now. Because right now, in the summer, this is prime time for sports in the United Kingdom. I mean, a few years ago when Anthony Joshua had just become world heavyweight champion, they were holding all these big public workouts in the summertime for AJ's fights. Thousands of people were turning up just to watch him, you know, have a workout. And this is before he fought Klitschko. Yeah? Right? When he fought Brazil, etc. Molina, them kind of fights there. Thousands were turning out in their droves. You know, the buzz even around Dillian Whyte fights was bigger because people were so interested in AJ. Anybody associated with AJ, anybody who was a heavyweight really in Britain was benefiting, and not just a heavyweight, anybody associated with AJ and or a heavyweight, because you got people like Joshua Buatsi, Lawrence Okoli, and a whole heap of other people associated with AJ. Those two guys are actually managed by AJ's management company. They were benefiting from the AJ buzz, but Dillian Whyte was also benefiting from it. And I think British boxing as a whole, but particularly British heavyweight boxing, was benefiting from it. Now AJ's lost. You know, I think the whole UK boxing scene is taking a hit right now in terms of tickets sold, viewing figures, pay-per-views, you name it. I think that's the real crux of the situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The rumors of struggling ticket sales for Whyte Rivas was certainly exaggerated because there was some rumor flying around that they'd only sold 2,000 tickets. I mean, I don't know who put that nonsense out there, but you know, that's what you call reaching. That's what you call people who are desperate for Eddie Hearn, anything Eddie Hearn related, to fail. So they just make up things from thin air. There was no way that it was only going to sell 2,000 tickets. That's completely ridiculous. But 12,000 is still a bit disappointing. At a minimum, Dillian Whyte and Eddie Hearn would have been hoping for maybe 16,000 at a minimum. Yeah, sellout is 18, I believe. So 16, yeah, that's what they would have been, I have to imagine, hoping for a minimum. So they're well short of that. 4,000 at the moment. And when it comes to tickets sold, 12,000 tickets sold, and then there's comps. Okay, so they might give away some tickets for free, complimentary tickets. Eddie Hearn, I don't know how he knows the figures, but he was talking about tickets sold for the Frank Warren show last weekend, the Dubois Gorman show. And he claimed that for that, they sold something like 3,000 tickets. Again, that's what they sold. He's not saying that's how many people were in the arena because there's complimentary tickets. Yeah, they do that a lot in the United States for shows. They'll just give away a load of tickets like on fight day or the day before fight day, just to make the arena look a bit better on television. So if you're clever, you know, if you're shrewd, you can actually end up getting yourself some free tickets for a lot of big boxing shows, which are not selling particularly well. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about the ticket sales for Whyte Rivas. Are you disappointed in those sales? Did you hope they would be better? I mean, obviously some people are going to say, why would you care? Because you're not making any money from the show. But maybe you just care about the state and the health of British boxing in general. And, you know, if the tickets are not selling well, then that's not a good sign. And in terms of the knock-on effect it's going to have for British boxing. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's Sam and I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.